Hello, dear friends. Matthew's words messages are the most revealing I know. Opinion piece. A very exciting year. This year will be very eventful. As restless as a first tiger. Major breakthroughs will be made. The truth may come out this year. There will be a game changer. Continuous increase in frequency. The road will be bumpy. The naughty ones will not go smoothly. It will be a phenomenal turning point. Revelations will emerge gradually. The majority of the population will be stunned. People would go into shock if it were sudden. There will be anger, relief, confusion, guilt, and embarrassment. Events will unfold without problems. Those who seem the strongest today are the weakest. They have chosen heartless emptiness instead of love. Let's start. This year of the tiger is going to be very lively, extremely lively, for the road will have bumps and bumps here and there, and the naughty children at play will not go smoothly, but events will unfold smoothly as we feel like the powerful multidimensional family members that we are. This is a summary of a divine prediction. We don't know when the evidence will be presented, but there are indications that it may be before mid-year, says Matthew through his mother Susan Ward, who puts the following words in God's mouth, in quotes. Great strides will be made this year, that's for sure, but there will be bumpy passages as the mess in that world is cleaned up. This year there is going to be a game changer, and who better than I to say that is time to stop the heinous game that some of my flock have been playing on earth. And that is not judgment, that is a fact. Excuse me. Those who do not serve those of my troop want to be divided by differences between cultures, races, and religions. They have a long story of doing so successfully and, over the centuries, have used many deceptive methods to keep my children on earth from knowing that they are gods and that all are equal in my eyes. Long ago, my main messengers told people the same and other universal truths, but those who did not serve humankind destroyed the original records and wrote their holy books themselves to contain what they wanted everyone to believe and do. They portrayed me as a wrathful and vengeful God if they did not obey me, and made selfish laws, stepped in control and greed, and told the people that these were my laws. They caused impoverishment and started all wars, even some in my name. They instigated slavery, sacrificial rites, and the idea that man is superior to woman, and they have been destroying the planet that is the body of my daughter Gaia. I never wanted any of that falsehood, brutality, division, and extractiveness. I always wanted my Earth family to live in joy, cooperation, and diversity to enrich their lives. I want my humanity to love and respect each other, and the nature to preserve the beauty of the planet and thrive in its abundance. The point is, after the Creator chose me to be the God of this universe and allowed me to use his energy to shape my designs, I have been obligated to honor his gift of free will to all my children. I am never allowed to interfere with that any of them choose to do, no matter how heinous or deadly to many others. Help. What I can do is respond to free will requests for help. I have been doing what Gaia and her residents since she asked for it over 80 years ago. That is when entire civilizations began sending a mass of light to raise the frequency of Earth and open the minds of my children so they can clearly see the control and rise up against it. Some of my flocks from other lands live there with you and, among other things, have prevented the operation of nuclear warheads and have greatly reduced the havoc intended by the scourge. Others are removing pollution from your air. If they did not do so relentlessly, most of you be dying from inhaling pathogens and other toxicities. Your countless helpers are not doing those things and much more just because I said they can. The spiritually evolved in my flock work within the universal law of permission to intervene in the affairs of another civilization, even when the need for help is so obvious. You do it because you are family and you are loved. So, my dear children, if you asked me for help, or even if you have not received it, you have been receiving it all along. But I cannot make peace on earth because that begins with peace in every heart. The most powerful force. Years ago, I told my daughter Susan, the heart is the seat of the soul. You are immortal souls made of pure love. It is the same energy as light, the essence of our principle in the Creator, and the most powerful force in all existence. That energy is all that exists. Love is what you are, what Gaia and I are, what animal, plants, galaxies, consciousness, and our entire universe are. Love is creation, not behavior. And it doesn't mean linking what happens. Some in my flock, the ones you call dark, do unspeakably evil things. That may make them seem the strongest, but they are the weakest, because they have chosen heartless emptiness over love. They have only the spark of the Creator's essence, which sustains the life force of each soul, and their time on the planet is over. You will be taken to far distant places where you will be given other opportunities to choose love, and if you continue to refuse, the Creator will take over. I thank all of you who left your wealth to help our Earth family move forward into manifestation of Gaia's golden age. Yours has not been an easy mission. I know. I have experienced every step of your journey, and I honor you for standing firm. My love for you is infinite and eternal. Turning point. Now I thank you, Matthew, for allowing me to have a voice in your first message of Earth's New Year. It is going to be a phenomenal turning point for my children. Matthew, I would like to have another voice heard here as well, please, and I will walk to your mother about that. Susie, a few years ago, Gaia gave you a message and I asked you to include it in my 5th book in the series we call Matthew Books. During a 2011 fall equinox global meditation, I was visualizing the earth in a golden white light when I had, please record my words. The following is what I recorded in quotes. I am Gaia, the soul of the planet you call Earth, like you. I can feel dejected of joyful. For long times I wept when my spirit was broken. My people hated each other, and my body was soaked with your blood. I no longer weep because there is so much to rejoice in, so much to be thankful for. My light is not yet in full force. My body is not yet balanced. That is because some of my children still hate each other. Some of them are without love, without compassion, without understanding that differences can be absolutely splendid when harmony and respect flow along the lines of the heart. However, I am happy because I am on my journey like no other soul in this universe has ever traveled. I am going home, and you, who hold the light that helps me move steadily and swiftly forward, are coming with me. Can you imagine a greater distinction that this journey we are sharing? Can you imagine a greater thrill that our ascension? I asked to speak this day to express my gratitude for all of you. You are chosen for a great number of souls, 3 times the number that could incarnate and participate. Never before has this level of luminous service been performed. We are participating in the greatest show ever performed in this universe. I feel humility mingling with sublime satisfaction for a job well done. In the continuum, our work is complete. As our journey continues, many wonders await you and this world of yours, of ours. You have been told of many, so you can think of them and look forward to them, but to actually live in the glorious time ahead is beyond your imagination. All beings in this universe are watching this unfold. I cannot imagine such a wide audience. All souls of light are cheering us on, so we will continue to bring you a good show, an experience worthy even of God's applause. I share my heart with you, and my love for you overflows. For you, and my love for you overflows. Bumps in the road. God, thank you, Susie. Now I speak to you all again. Do you know why I want Gaia's message and my Matthew's first message in your new year? No, of course not. And that was not a fair question. I want Gaia and I to be more to you than nebulous concepts to somewhere or up there. As I told you, there are souls just like you and without further ado, I want you to get to know us and feel our closeness and worth share within a loving and supportive family. What better way to do that than to tell you about us and our feelings to you? I'm going to tell you a little more about your coming year. It's going to be lively, very lively. The roadway will have bumps and bumps, here and there. The children that play are not going to go smoothly, but events will unfold smoothly as you will feel like the powerful multidimensional family members that you are. Contagious feelings. You also have a lot of experience in dealing with a world of people who are hesitant to make big changes. You have been there, done that, many times in fact, and simply by being you inspired them to move forward in the love, light, energy of our enthusiasm and confidence. Those feelings are hope, joy, forgiveness, helpfulness, generosity, compassion, and gratitude. All are benevolently contagious, and as they spread throughout my earthly flock, they will take the reins to change the world, and you can rejoice. Mission accomplished. My beloveds, please think about what Gaia and I have told you. My God, no, you do not have to memorize our words. Just remember our love for you and keep it in your heart. Live from your heart and keep your light shining brightly. You are uplifting our entire universe. I will now take my leave so that you may continue. Matthew speaks. The purpose of this unprecedented era on Earth, indeed, as Gaia said, in this universe, is the opening of minds and hearts so that civilization can evolve into the spiritual and conscious awareness. They need to co-create the golden age. If all the truths were to come to light at once, the collective third density psyche would go into shock and stop the great momentum that it is building. Thus, revelations will gradually emerge so that peoples will assimilate the first before hearing the second, and so on. Even with everything speeded up, it is understandable that enlightenment cannot be rushed when one considers the mind-boggling scope of information that people need to assimilate. We don't know when the evidence will be presented, but there are indicators that it may be before mid-year. Along with the ongoing arrest and persecutions of those involved, litigation is ongoing in several countries. Some lawsuits are being filed at the International Criminal Court. Whatever is decided about what information to disclose, when it comes, most of the population will be stunned. Likely reactions will be a mixture of anger, relief, confusion, guilt, shame, and fear, and some may opt for disbelief or denial. Your many life experiences, invaluable in helping the peoples of Earth awaken to the extent that they have, will enable you to be a foundation of clarity and hope for those who will be reeling. Suggestions. Whatever people's feelings about the truth, they will add to concerns about the physical, emotional, and mental effects they may be experiencing due to the continued increase in frequency. Be aware that your tense bodies are also susceptible to the effects. If you are feeling unbalanced, discouraged, aggravated, or fatigued, remember our suggestions to breathe deeply and rhythmically, drink plenty of pure water, eat lightly, get enough sleep, take time for solitude, and be with nature as often as you can. Sharing those suggestions with family, friends, and colleagues can ease the mind and lighten the body of those who listen and pay attention. When the path is smoother and later it will be, you will live in an enlightened world where unity is growing, with the collective consciousness at the most accelerating era on Earth continues to unfold. We are with you every step of your journey and with all other beings of light in this universe. We support you with the power of unconditional love. Love and peace, Susan Ward. And that's all for today. Thanks a lot, dear friends.